morning. It is Thursday morning, 31st of October, and we are going on holiday today. Reese had to go up north to Broome for work, and so Violet and I are flying up this afternoon to join him, and we're gonna have a family weekend there. We're gonna come back together on Monday. The weather is horrible, so the thought of going somewhere nice and tropical is really nice. So I've just been packing. Got all my stuff here, ignore the mess on the floor. Violet's in her bed, so I just need to hang out my last load of clean nappies and finish packing. We've got swimming lessons this morning, and then my lovely sister is coming. She's coming swimming too, but she's gonna come and drive us to the airport, and we should be all ready to head out on our trip. It's gonna be wonderful to get some really special time as a family because the last few weeks have been mental. Okay, there's no way she's supposed to be awake already. She's slept for like 5 minutes.
So I just thought I'd share what I'm packing in my carry-on for the trip. It's a short flight, it's just under 3 hours, but by the time you board and then you disembark, I think we'll probably be on the plane for almost 3.5. So this is what I'm gonna bring with me. It's just Violet and I flying this afternoon. So I will have her on me in the Ergobaby, which is just really helpful for having your hands free, and it's super comfortable. And then I'm gonna take my big Skip Hop nappy bag with all our carry-on stuff. It's got a changing mat in the back section there, so that will be handy. Nappies and wipes and little bags. This is actually our first time buying disposable nappies, which is not ideal. I feel a bit guilty about it, but it was just the way things had to go for this trip. So I did buy the Ooshies by Tom's ones, which are plant-based, which no, does not mean they're biodegradable. Nothing biodegrades in the landfill, but I figure it was slightly better than the plastic ones. Hopefully they hold a decent amount. So I've got a handful of them, and some wipes, and just a bib is always a necessity. Then we've got toys. These are actually all of the toys that I'm bringing for the 5-day trip. This is the little bag full of toys that we normally keep in our nappy bag. So we've got the Grimm's rainbow grass bar, just a little crunchy textile blanket that I made with some ribbons, Sarah Silk's teether, and this little crinkly book that she loves, wooden caterpillar, banana teether, maraca. I added in this ribbon and this bit of elastic from her box of silks and ribbons because she really likes to sort of stretch these between her hands. So I figured they're a good plain option. I can tie them to things, and then I can tie the toys to the chair and hopefully won't drop them on the floor. And I also added in just her little rubber ducky from her bath that she really enjoys chewing on, so we'll bring him with us as well. And a book. We love The Bear Hunt at the moment. I think because we do all the silly voices, we sometimes perhaps got a little bit overboard because we did get to the part where they find the bear and she started crying. So we may have gone over the top there. So they're all the toys we're bringing to the trip. We're bringing the Very Hungry Caterpillar as well, but I figure we can, you know, just give her kitchen utensils to play with or whatever if we need more. But realistically, it's completely fine. Bird cloth, standard. She's been very pukey again the last few days. Cardigan, I think she'll probably end up wearing this because, I don't know if you can see out there, but Perth weather has gone just like apocalyptically bad in the last 24 hours. It's hectic rain and crazy wind, so she'll probably end up wearing her little cardi, and I probably have to dig out her shoes as well, come to think of it, or maybe just socks, I don't know. Diamond, which is essential. She is looking like she's possibly cutting some more teeth, so that is staying very close to us. Hand sanitizer, it's a plane, you know. Food, look, there's no way she's gonna eat this amount of food, and to be honest, we don't do packaged food. I tend to make everything, and I'll be bringing some homemade food with us, but we can't really heat things up on the plane, and this is also a distraction method. So we've got these little square things, the sticks, some cold fruit and yogurt, whatever, and then this red lentil thing, which is probably a last resort because that'll probably be horrible cold. And look, the one time she's had one of these pouches, she wasn't very impressed. So we'll see how we go, but yeah, it's just a distraction. I think these things are generally just expensive dust, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And then for me, my snacks are this chocolate I am obsessed with. I eat far too much of it, but health-wise, it's pretty good. The sweetener in it is erythritol, which is fine, nothing nasty, and I really like the taste of it. And then finally my Kindle with a couple of new books loaded onto it. notebook and pen, because I always get the urge to write stuff down while I'm on holiday, and my iPad. I'll be quite surprised if I get to use any of this on the plane, but it's nice to have it all within arm's reach. And then just, you know, extras like all my standard things like my phone, wallet, lip balm, and water bottle. I'm not taking a separate water cup from her. She'll just share my water bottle. So that is what we are taking in our food that I'm going to be packing and bringing with us in our big suitcase. So this is all going to be checked in. I'm going to put a couple of ice packs in this little cooler, and then I just have 2 frozen bottles of express breast milk there, just in case I go out while we're away and Reese is feeding Violet, but it's not a huge deal. I am not bringing my pump for this trip because I just cannot be bothered. In here, this is a mix of frozen meals that I have made. Generally speaking, she'll eat about 2 of these cubes for a meal. So I've got some tuna mornay, some fish and greens, some beef, mushrooms, sweet potato and greens, and then some rice, eggs and greens as well. And they're just sort of roughly blitzed, except for the tuna mornay, which is whole, and she likes to eat that with her hands. So in this bag, there's about 5 meals worth. We are staying in a house, we've rented a house, so we will have a kitchen, and I'll probably just cook as normal. And you know, that's obviously not enough for 5 days away, but you know, I don't mind if we just cook a load of eggs or oats or whatever, or she eats, you know, bits of what we're eating. This is just really enough to get us started, and so we don't have to worry about rushing around and preparing things. And also, so we've got things that I know that she's gonna eat packed in our big bag. We have got her Pelican bib and one of her little open cups, but we're not bringing anything else. She's fine with eating, you know, teaspoons, and we're going to just use normal bowls. There is a high chair there, so we should be all set. This is really just to cover our bases.
Really great flying experience. Having a spare seat next to us made it a whole lot easier, and the staff on Virgin were really helpful. Having lots of toys and snacks was certainly the key to success on this flight, and while no one could ever say flying with a baby is relaxing, this went really smoothly. Thanks so much for watching. Please click the thumbs up and subscribe for more videos on minimalism, organisation and family life. See you next time.